If you've ever eaten a slice of pizza, a bowl of pasta, or even a fresh salad, you've probably tasted basil. It's that bright green leaf that smells sweet, slightly spicy, and somehow instantly makes food feel fresh. But here's the thing. Basil isn't just a decorative herb sprinkled on top of dishes to look fancy. So what really is basil? Is it just another leafy plant in your herb garden? Why does it smell so strong the moment you touch it? And how did this simple green leaf become one of the most important herbs in kitchens around the world? Today, we're diving deep into the story of what exactly is basil. From its botanical identity to its surprising history, cultural symbolism, and why it continues to hold such a powerful place in food and tradition. Let's get into it, right here, on History of Simple Things. At its core, basil is a fragrant herb belonging to the mint family. Its scientific name is Ocimum basilicum, and it's part of the larger Lamiaceae family, the same group that includes mint, rosemary, sage, and lavender. That explains one thing right away: the aroma. Like many of its relatives, basil contains natural oils stored in tiny sacs on its leaves. When you rub or tear the leaves, those sacs break open and release essential oils into the air. That's why basil smells so strong and fresh the moment it's handled. Botanically speaking, basil is considered a tender annual plant in many climates. That means it completes its life cycle in one growing season. It grows quickly, loves warm weather, and thrives in sunny conditions. The leaves are usually smooth, oval-shaped, and bright green, though some varieties can be purple or even slightly ruffled. And yes, there isn't just one type of basil. There are dozens of varieties grown around the world, each with its own flavor profile and purpose. Basil's story begins thousands of years ago in tropical regions of Asia and Africa. Historical evidence suggests it was first cultivated in India, where it held both culinary and spiritual significance. In fact, in Hindu tradition, a variety known as holy basil, or Ocimum tenuiflorum, often called tulsi, is considered sacred. It's associated with the goddess Lakshmi and is commonly grown in courtyards and temples as a symbol of protection and purity. From India, basil traveled westward along ancient trade routes. Merchants carried it through the Middle East and eventually into Europe. By the time it reached the Mediterranean, basil had already built a reputation, not just as a cooking ingredient, but as a plant with symbolic meaning. In some cultures, basil symbolized love and devotion. In others, it represented protection or even danger. Its meaning shifted depending on where you were in the world. When most people think of basil today, they think of Italy. Specifically, they think of pesto, the bright green sauce made from crushed basil leaves, garlic, pine nuts, olive oil, and cheese. Pesto originated in Genoa, a port city in northern Italy, and it helped cement basil's reputation as a cornerstone of Mediterranean cooking. Italian cuisine embraced sweet basil, especially Genovese basil, the variety most commonly used in pesto. Its flavor is slightly sweet, mildly peppery, and less sharp than other varieties. But basil isn't just Italian. In Thailand, a different variety known as Thai basil plays a major role in dishes like stir-fries and curries. It has a slightly spicy, anise-like flavor that stands up well to heat. In Vietnam, basil is often served fresh alongside bowls of pho. Across cultures, basil adapts, but it always adds something unmistakable. Basil's flavor comes from a combination of chemical compounds found in its essential oils. One of the main compounds is linalool, which gives basil its floral sweetness. Another is eugenol, which adds a clove-like spiciness. Some varieties contain methyl chavicol, contributing to a licorice-like note. The exact combination depends on the variety and growing conditions. Soil, climate, and even harvesting time can slightly change the flavor. That's why basil grown in one region might taste subtly different from basil grown somewhere else. It's also why basil pairs so well with tomatoes. The natural sweetness and acidity of tomatoes balance basil's aromatic oils, creating a combination that feels almost instinctively right. Basil isn't just a culinary herb. For centuries, it has been used in traditional medicine systems across different cultures. In Ayurvedic practices, holy basil, or tulsi, is valued for its potential calming and adaptogenic properties. It has historically been used in teas and herbal preparations. In other regions, basil leaves were crushed and applied topically or infused into oils. However, while basil has a long history in traditional remedies, modern science continues to study its compounds to better understand their effects. What's clear is that basil contains antioxidants and aromatic oils that have drawn human interest for thousands of years. Its scent alone has been used in perfumes and essential oils. So basil isn't just food, it's fragrance, ritual, and tradition. So what exactly is basil? It's a member of the mint family. It's a fragrant herb packed with aromatic oils. It's a plant with roots in ancient Asia that traveled through trade routes into Europe and beyond. It's sacred in some traditions and romantic in others. It's the key ingredient in pesto, the finishing touch on a margherita pizza, and the fresh note in a steaming bowl of pho. But more than anything, basil is proof that even the simplest things, like a small green leaf, can carry centuries of history, culture, science, and symbolism. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.